purchased the Luna palette here from Bad Habit. I do want to purchase the Norvina as well. A lot of people are saying that this is a dupe for the Norvina. I have no idea. I've never even swatched the Norvina palette. I don't like calling palettes dupes because I don't know, I just feel weird about it. It's like I can appreciate a cheap palette just as much as I can appreciate a high-end palette. If the colors work for me, great. I look more for the color selection, and I know that every single like dupe palette, not all of the shades are gonna have the same finishes, you know what I'm saying? They're not 100% a dupe. They're similar, they're close, they might have some hit and misses. I just don't really want to get into that ball game. It's not my game to play, but I do like the color selection of this palette. So I really wanted to do something kind of smoky, kind of purple, and I got really brave. I thought this would end up looking horrible. I'm just gonna tell you guys. I wanted burgundy, like the color of the shirt that I was wearing, and purple, and I was like, I don't know if I can pull this off. We'll see. I did it, and I actually really liked it. So sometimes the things I come up with in my head don't really translate very well when they're on my face, and this ended up being okay. And I would wear this. I do like this. I'm going to be wearing it all day long. Okay, so I did go ahead and prime my eyes. I used the Light Sand Shape Tape. This is from Tarte. I do have a piece of tape lined up right here, so we are good to go. So I'm going to hop in with the shade right here called Aphelion. And so with this, I'm just going to apply it into the crease, and I'm going to be blending it upwards and outwards. I don't really want a huge transition shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna hop into this shade. It's called Super Moon, and it's incredibly pretty, and it's actually kind of shiny on the skin. It doesn't look like it would really be that shiny, but when I blended it out, guys, it catches all the light. So I'm applying Super Moon here on the crease. I will be blending it upwards and outwards here in just a few minutes. I want to go ahead and concentrate most of that color right there at the crease though. And then when I have a little bit less on my brush, that's when I'm going to do little circles and move my way upwards and outwards a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this shade called Dark Side, and with this I'm going to apply it all over the entire lid. I will be going in with another shade in just a little bit to kind of darken it and add just a little bit of a different finish. But for right now, this is going to kind of help amplify the other shade that I will be applying next. Now I have to say that this one is incredibly pigmented. It is dark, so be very careful with it. Once you put it on, there's really not much you can do to take it back. I mean, you can kind of blend it, but really it's gonna be game over. So take your time with the shade. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into Eclipse, and this is like a dark berry purple shade. It's actually really pretty, and I will be applying this directly on top of that burgundy shade. It doesn't change it a whole lot, but it does add a little something. It makes it look a little bit semi-matte instead of being matte, which goes a lot better in my opinion with having a shimmery shade in the crease. It makes it a little bit more cohesive. So now it looks like that. So now I'm going to take a little brush and I am just going to kind of blend that purple with the burgundy and purple shade that I just applied. That way it's a little bit more smooth of a transition into the other shades. I'm going to take a shade in here called Crescent, and it's just a nice nude matte shade. And with this guy, I will be applying it right below my brows. I think it's a fairly nice matte skin tone shade. Like, I wish I could buy a full size of this shade, just like a really big one, because I don't know, guys. I have like 30 palettes that do not have the perfect type of like vanilla matte shade for my skin tone, and this is it. And this would be something that if I wanted to travel, I would take like literally a full size of that shade Crescent with any palette that I really wanted to use, but I always leave behind because I don't, like, it's just not cohesive. I don't have the perfect, you know, like highlighter shade for the brow area. Okay, so I do have to say I had some fallout right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it makes me look like I haven't slept in like weeks. So I'm gonna be cleaning that up before I move on to concealer and all that fun stuff, because it's not cute and it's just not gonna be a very good time. I'm gonna go ahead and take a NARS eyeshadow. This is the cream eyeshadow in Cayenne. And when I made my last video and I put the products in there, I looked for these online and they are discontinued, and I am super freaking sad about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little tiny brush, and with this I'm going to grab a little bit of Cayenne and I'm bringing it underneath my eye just a little bit. I'm trying to keep it pretty close to my lash line, because when working with purples and reds, sometimes if it travels down too far, at least if you have olive skin, it can get crazy, and then when you reach a point of no return, it's not a good time. So this is just going to serve as a base for what I'm going to use next. So I'm going to go back into Dark Side again. I typically use 2 shades. I'll do like a lighter shade and then I'll do a darker shade right above it to have a little bit of like a transition with the smoky look, but this time I'm just gonna go in with the dark shade. And I'm applying this everywhere that I applied that cream eyeshadow. I know it looks a little scary right now, but when I clean it up, it's gonna look a lot better. Trust me. I mean, I know you guys can see this over here. The results are in the pudding, okay? Like, it's there. The results are in the pudding. That doesn't make any sense. You know what? I've had too many energy drinks today. Don't judge me. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take a curved pointed brush for this next part, and I'm taking the MAC Fix Plus. Just getting a little bit on here after I like knock everything over. I'm gonna go on with this shade right here called Waning. And I'm grabbing just a little bit. I don't really want a whole bunch of this product in the tear duct area, but I am applying a little bit. So I want a little bit of like a sheen to catch the light. I'm gonna hop in with my black eyeliner from Molly, M-A-L-L-Y, I think it's Mally. But this is the Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Liner in Midnight, which is just black. And I'm applying this on the waterline. And I applied a ton of it. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm going to take that same little brush that I used earlier for that maroon shade underneath the waterline, and I'm gonna smudge right on my lashes and just kind of bring that black down just a pinch. So that way it's a really nice smooth transition instead of being like really choppy and harsh. Ah, there we go. It's coming together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera because I'm gonna have to clean that up and conceal, all that fun stuff, but I'm gonna share with you guys what I'm using so that way you guys will know, except for the lipstick because I haven't thought that out just yet. So I jump into things, that's just how I work sometimes. And I'm using the Wet n Wild Lash-O-Matic Fiber Lashes. Honestly, I wanted to go with falsies, but I just ordered these and they are so long. I can't, like they're beautiful, but I have really small eyes and these would just destroy my vision. Before the blush, I'm hopping in with the Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure from Hourglass, and it actually looks really beautiful with the purple and the burgundy, so that was a very good pick. For the highlight, I am wearing on this side, I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in Opal, which again, when blended with that Ambient Lighting Blush, ooh, girl. For the concealer for the under eye area, I'm mixing 2 Tarte Shape Tapes. I have the concealers in Light Sand and Light Medium. For the finishing powder and the setting powder, I'm going to use the bareMinerals Mineral Veil Finishing Powder, and that is what I'm going to use. Oh, yeah. And of course, need I say more, you guys have heard me rave about this for probably so many videos at this point. It's really good. This is the Tan to Dark Contour Face Shaping Powder Trio from bareMinerals. I believe they are discontinuing this, which breaks my freaking heart because I saw it on their Last Chance page and I was like, no. Anyways, I will be back in just a little bit. Alright, so I went in with a lipstick from Sleek Makeup. This is the Major Matte Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream. It's in Velvet Slipper, and I'm kind of dying inside. I like this look a whole lot. So, so far I like the palette, but this is not a review, guys. This is just me playing with makeup. I am so behind on videos at this point. Shame on me. Like, I'm feeling really sassy. I feel like I look like I feel sassy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm channeling my inner sass right now. I hope you guys have a great day. Of course, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did and you enjoy my content, definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe, stick around for a while, and yeah, see you guys in the next video.